Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 13, Sloka number 29. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Prakrutyaiva cha karmani Kriyamanani sarvashah Yah pashyati tathatmanam Akartaram sapashyati Sapashyati Cha illa Sa or cha Sa Pashyati. The topic of the Vedanta is Gnanam. The topic of this 13th chapter also is Gnanam. Or the topic of the Bhagavad Gita is the Gnanam. Gnanam means what? Knowing about the Anatma as Anatma, knowing about the Atma as the Atma. That is called Gnanam. In this too, one you have to give it up. One you have to disclaim, that is Anatma you have to disclaim. What is the Anatma? Body, mind, intellect complex plus the experienced world. Body, mind, intellect complex, and through this the experienced world all comes under Anatma, that you have to disclaim, discard, otherwise give it up. Now claim the Atma. What is Atma? That is only the topic of this Gnanam. One is to give it up, one to take it. In the last class also I have spoken about this, but again I will remind here and go further. When we say I am the Atma, or Guru Shastra says you are the Atma, what I have to claim? In what way I have to understand? These 5 statements should be properly understood, and then you have to declare. Everyone has to declare by himself or herself. One is, I am the Atma, consciousness, which is eternal and all-pervading. First point, I am the Atma, eternal and as well as all-pervading. Then, I am alone. Alone is the source of the permanent happiness, peace and security. I am only the source of the permanent peace, happiness. Every word is important. That's why I am repeating twice. And third, because of me, my presence I am enlivening this body, mind, intellect complex. I am lending my consciousness to them, and through them, enlivening them, and I experience the material world. This body-mind complex also is material only, but in this material, this particular instrument, I express through and experience the external material world. So 3 over. Then fourth one is whatever may changes, modifications happens in the world and as well as in this instrument, body, mind, intellect complex, they doesn't affect me. They never cannot touch me. 4 points over. Fifth final point is if I forget these things above 4, I will make my life burdensome. I will make my life fearful existence. I will make my life a boredom if I forget. But if I remember, a life is not a struggle, but it is a sport. That's it. This is the essence. But you have to keep on contemplate or do japa of these 5 points as many times as possible, but with proper understanding, with proper wholeheartedly, we say, from inside, with conviction. So, getting that conviction is called Gnana Nishta. For that, for a lengthy period of time, we have to Bhuri Vishruvam. In one of our Shanti mantras, Bhuri Vishruvam Brahmana Kosho Simedhaya Pihitaha Shrutam Me Gopaya Om Bhadram Karnevi. So, Bhuri means plenty. Visheshena Shrutam. Listen exhaustively, lengthy period of time, that will give the conviction and assimilation of the knowledge. So this is what the topic here Bhagavan Sri Krishna talking with the different words in different shlokas. After answering all the questions of the Arjuna, then Bhagavan taken up. So this is you do as a meditation, nididhyasanam. So 4 varieties are continue karma yoga, continue upasana yoga, or mix both of them and side by side do the shravanam also. But once when you are convinced again here, more than shravanam, nothing is required for me. That has to come from within me. Then I will give up everything. I will give zero importance to them. Otherwise, the horoscope of this body, mind, intellect will become a horoscope. I think that is derived from that only. I think it is a short form of the horror, is the horoscope, which terrifies you, which chases you. So you have to make sure and come to that level. Then, because here itself, after coming to the Shravanam, there is a lot of work again. Shravanam itself is a strugglesome sometimes. How much we listen, how long we listen. By 2 minutes we listen, catch the point, mind goes somewhere. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then afterwards sleep comes. Then again we'll wake up. By then we'll, so much. So 1 hour sitting and listening with great difficulty. Of course we do with interest, we have interest, that's why. But still, sometimes it will feel like that. That's why you have to prepare yourself. You should not get tired of listening. Sometimes listening also will make us tired. Enough of it, how much to listen. Then contemplate, do mananam, spend more time for the nididhyasanam. But again, there also we find some difficulty. Then again come listen, sravanam. So little you have to only move in this three only. Shravana manana nididhyasanam, Shravana manana nididhyasanam. Along with doing our routine, that we cannot skip it, because still body is there, it has got its some connections and all that. But it doesn't matter, that will continue. Where is my attention? That is important. Many things we do mechanically, in the life, because after some time, it's a habit, it's a mechanical wisdom. Like that, here you do your material actions, routine work, do mechanically. But in spiritual practice, you be specific, not mechanical. That means what? Don't give much importance or waste your time, energy, or these things for the routine material things. Minimum. Like that, we keep working. One day or other, it will click, and we will rely. You will establish in the truth. Again, don't postpone it one day. Oh, Guruji said that one day, when the day will come, let it come. It's not like that. That can happen now itself, if you catch the point. Therefore, remembering this background and everything, in the 29th sloka, which we have completed last class, the number is 29 or 30 because one sloka difference is there. Anyhow, we are going in order without leaving. Bhagavan says here, therefore, the routine material actions which are Prakriti, related to Prakriti, Prakriti Niyati. That all is happening, Karmani, Krimani, Sarvasha, all are happening in the Prakriti, not in me. Not in me. Therefore, here one more point. When we say Prakriti eva cha sarvashaha kriyamanani karmani, that means we have no control on this. This is the point connecting to the what I spoken to you. This equipment, body, mind, intellect complex, I have no control on it fully. It belongs to the Prakriti, and the Prakriti belongs to the Ishvara, Samashti Ishvara. Therefore, here never try to control, which is uncontrollable, which is perishable, uncontrollable, and perishable and unsustainable. Perish means itself it cannot sustain. Then don't struggle, don't work with it. So everything you leave to the Ishvara, Samashti, and then you then stop thinking of controlling and complaining. The outer Kshetram. Then you contribute or cooperate. Contribute or cooperate means don't react where you have to be cautious or take back, that's it. So cooperate. The execution of the Lord. The execution happens because of the each individual's karma phala. I have no any information about the either tail or head of this karma phala. How it born, this body instrument, when it born also I don't know, somebody said. Now what comes to it, what goes, also I don't know. When the toothache comes, I don't know. If it tells me before next week I am going to attack you, it's well and good. But suddenly night it will come. Anything. We don't know anything. Same way, when it disintegrate also, we don't know. Totally uncontrollable and unknowing. So instead of working with that and struggle with that, fight with that, you just cooperate and contribute to the Prakriti, the Lord's, this cosmic yajna. Cosmic yajna, that's it. That is only Lord saying here. Prakrutyeva cha karmani kriyamani sarvashaha. In this way, as your teacher told now, the 5 points, yah pashyati, whoever understand, yes, this is what, correct. And because of that understanding, here pashyati means understanding. Tatha, and also after that, akartaram atmanam. Yah akartaram atmanam pashyati. When tatha afterwards, prakrutyeva sa karmani sarvani kriyamanani sarvashaha. After knowing that, then he sees one side, I, the consciousness Atma, is akartaram. I am not doing anything. Pashyan, shrunvan, sprushan, jigran, ashnan, gachan, sopan, shwasan. Nothing. So, akartaram atmanam yah pashyati tada sayeva pashyati. He is the real intelligent person. He only really understood. He only really saw. Yah pashyati sa pashyati. All others are grouping in the darkness, beating around the bush, searching for a black cat in a dark room on Amavasya day. Therefore, important to claim what you are really. That actual I should be recognized. Otherwise, the virtual I is always a problematic, and the actual I is the solution. Next, now 30th shloka. यदा भूतपृथग्भावम् एकस्थमनुपश्यति तत एव च विस्तारम् ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा. Last Saturday, that body, that person sitting here, but now he is not only here, he is completely disappeared. Disintegrated and merged, that body particularly, they are merged in the Panchamahabhutas. Now where is that person? How it came through the Panchabhutas combination, it just gone back, that's it. Then what is happening here? What is there really? Just we think, and the Shastra said, so the departed soul, you do this, that will get the good marga, gati, all like that. How I can believe that? How can I believe? Whatever I saw, that is, I myself, with our own hands, we are burning it and we are seeing it. We see that become ashes. Now I have to just imagine and believe that something invisible gone, that goes. Where it goes? Where it gone? Do you know that who has gone? Where that is gone? That also we don't know. So now also we don't know anything, afterwards also we don't know what is happening. But in this body, when the body is alive, which we say alive, functioning, that time recognize yourself, I am this consciousness. I never go anywhere, I never come anywhere anytime. But in me, these things are appearing and disappearing. These things are appearing and disappearing. If you don't get this knowledge and disclaim the Kshetra, Anatma, Prakriti, and if you don't claim that I am the Kshetrajna, Atma, Purusha, you will get into the another body. That also you have to depend on the Shastra only. But here with my Anubhava, sleep, dream, I have to sort out and get the answer here. Shastra said, if you know, Bhagavan is going to say, concludes like that 2-3. Brahma sampadyate, param gatim. What is that param gati? What is Brahma sampadyate? Now and here, while living, he sorted out, he claimed. That knowledge, because of that oneness, claiming his essential original nature, doesn't allow again to crop up this ahankara pseudo I. then it doesn't enter or requires any other body, because I disclaim everything here, not only like I disclaim the karma phala, my jatakam, that's why horoscope, which there is no scope, but we run behind it. And everything is dropped here. When I drop everything, they were not at all belong to me. Naturally, that nishtha claiming when I am alive with this body in waking state, that is called Jivan Mukti. That's it. You need not to do anything. You need not to worry about where he goes, where he comes. Why? Once you are started thinking all that, then Shastra gives you a lot of stories for it. Okay, go merry-go-round, go round many janmas like that, karma, swarga, putru, lokam, that keep on do. One day, uh, this alone miracle, when one person gets the interest in this gnana, very difficult. You may see in 1 month 3-4 deaths, but still Vairagya won't come. That is the power of the Maya. But somehow, that is Ishvara Krupa, or Guru Krupa, Shastra Krupa, your own Atma Krupa, we can't say what it is, but once if it comes, dispassion, then you are the blessed person. Kartavyam krutam, praptavyam praptam, it will happen. But to come to this, aneka janma samprapta punyena eva, if this knowledge is such a great and rare and precious and all this, why people won't come for it? Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid etati siddhaye. In the next door, the person won't come. See the power of the ajnana. Why I am telling these things? Somehow we are escaped. Pada. First, we have to recognize that. If we don't recognize that, if you recognize it, you establish in the Jnana Nishtha quicker, faster. You don't understand this, you are making delay of it. That's it. Anyhow, Bhagavan says here you see in this material world, Kshetram, Prakriti, Prutak Bhuta Bhavam, lots of variety, diversity, multiplicity you will see in this world. Yes? Even though you are seeing all this, but he sees, this Gnani sees Ekatvam. Ekastham. In one, these many are just appearing. In appearance, in our experience, Vedam is there. Eyes are seeing different colors, ears are listening different sounds. Nose is finding different smells. Difference. Everywhere there is a difference. Pruthak. Pruthak means separate. So many jivas, this, that. Yada. Even though they are all, but the intelligent person, the gnani, the wise person, that ekastham, in which, here ekaha illa, ekastham, in which the one, all these are all abided. All these are all appearing. Bhagavan himself going to give next sloka the Akasha example. But now itself you can take it. In one Akasha everything is. Let them be many. How does it matter for the space? Space doesn't feel burden. Space doesn't feel boredom, attachment, struggle, fight. Space doesn't feel. Ekastham, in which one differences are there. But who sees this ekastham? His attention is not on the manyness. In spite of manyness, he learned to see the oneness. How? How he did? Anupashyati. He just not saying verbally, mechanically, everything is God. God only is taking care of. Sarvam Krishnamayam. Is not the word. Anupashyati means he went to the wise person Guru and heard the Shastra and understood. That is called Anupashyati. He understood very clearly, confirmly, in this way, by going to the Guru, Shastra and Upadesha. Whatever I am giving the definition for these words are all in Shankara's Bhashya. Therefore, with what Shankara says, no, Shastra Acharya Upadeshataha Matva Atma Pratyakshatvena. Instead of going to that Sanskrit words, I am just conveying the meaning of it. Pratyakshatvena. Here Shankara didn't use Pashya word, Matva. He came to know. Matva, Gnatva, both are one and the same. How? As said in the Chandogya Upanishad. What Chandogya Upanishad said? It said many things. Atmaiva idagam sarvam. The manyness is not real. The manyness also is, E means existence. If at all you say. But isness is, existence is true, but that nama rupa is not true. It is only appearance. So Atma eva, Atmaivedam, Atma eva idam, Atmaivedam sarvam. Chandogya. So, because of that, second line, shloka. Tataha eva cha vistharam. That ekastam alone, okay, vistharam means utpattim, vikasam, expansion. not really Atma never expand. Atma never contract also. Space expands anytime. First of all, you don't know how much the space where. You don't know. Anantam. You can say there that land has broken, merged in the ocean. There island came. There the mountains burst. Icebergs melted. Water level is increased. This you can say, anyone can say any time they said space has become little bigger there. It never happens there because it is already, that alone is there, Anantam. Atma alone is there. Therefore, Tachat Tasmat Tataha Evacha Vistara means this Utpatti Vikasa means on one which is Anantam, many appear, disappear, appear, disappear. Here even we need not to bring the Prakriti separately that is there. Prakriti is not existing separately really. How it is, we can say then, in the water, ocean, the bubbles come, burst, come, move, burst. That much only is happening. That much only is happening. Here there is no any something again Prakriti. Atma only appearing like this, Atma only appearing like this, Atma only appearing like this. If at all you want to say. But Atma alone appearing like this, then Atma has got the modifications, vikarams, because here you see vikarams. That's why this water bubble example is not that much suitable. Space is the suitable. Bhagavan is going to take it next shloka, after 2 shlokas. Therefore, tatahevacha vistaram utpattim vikasam. There, again for this statement, again Chandogya Upanishad, there is one more clarification statement. For what? Tatahevacha vistaram. That only appearing as, but really doesn't become that. Because no modification vikara in the Atma, Brahman. Therefore, just to saying then better you don't talk much. Or if you want to say, then you can say in this way. Atmataha pranaha, atmataha asha, atmataha smara, atmataha akasha, atmataha tejaha, atmataha apaha, atmataha avirbhava tirobhava, tirobhavatmo bhavatmato nam. This is Chandogya Upanishad statement. I think you understood. Atma alone prana, Atma alone vayu, Atma alone agni, Atma alone this, Atma alone this. Atma alone is the sankalpa, Atma alone is the buddhi, Atma alone is the everything, smara, asha, Atma alone is the where the desire burning. But this is not a complete knowledge. If you, this is only just to bring you a sarvam atma eva, atma veva idakam sarvam, for that further clarification. Because if you say asha, desire is there in the atma, oh, that's why I am getting lot of desires. No, that is not the understanding. That's why each statement in every place according to the context, and the teacher has to explain and see that the student should not get stuck up with any particular statement and again think in a wrong way. Okay, then whoever knows like this, so in the previous shloka, sapashyati, yah pashyati, sapashyati, no? for that, he only really sees, who sees in this way, for that only extended clarification this sloka. This sloka also to say that only. Therefore, tada, yada, whenever he understands in this way, so Bhagavan put the different words. What? Bhuta pruthak bhavam ekastam anupashyati tateva cha vistaram. These are all different words for the same declaration. Therefore, tada, then he, that wise person, Brahma sampadhyate. He recognizes himself as that one unchanging principle, unmodifying principle, unperishable principle, ahameva Brahma sampadhyate. So here also, even though the first person I alone, he recognized himself, Bhagavan didn't say in that way. But you have to take, Upanishad will tell directly like that. Here Brahma sampadhyate, that's why Guru Shankara writes, otherwise we think, oh, he attains the Brahma. He attains the Brahma. Oh, Brahma is somewhere. Then after lot of struggle, hearing 20 years, all that, somehow he reached. It's like that, no, Brahma eva bhavati. This Brahma sampadhyate, he claims now here, Brahmavit Brahmaiva bhavati. No going, no coming, no waiting, nothing. The moment you claim, you are that. Therefore, Brahma sampadhyate Brahmaiva bhavati. Shankara writes very clearly for this. Tada Brahma sampadhyate means what tada? Tasmin kale, the moment you understand this, tasmin kala means now. That's why atra Brahma samashnute, where Upanishad says, but Shankara didn't use that word, we have to bring that also. What? Tasmin kale tatra eva, now and here. Then Brahma sampadhyate. Then next shloka. Why next shloka? What for? You say in all the bodies, these are all the anticipated doubts. Shankara puts in between, why? What is the connection to the next shloka, Avatarika? Ekasya atmanah sarvadehatmatve tad dosha sambandhe prapte idam uchyate. Suppose if you get the doubt that one Atma only in every body, if you say sarvadehatmatve, then the defects of that particular body, whatever that body the person do, sin or merit, any doshams, that dosha sambandha, that dosha won't come to the Atma. See, after listening this much also, we may, I am doing so many with this body. Why so much fear for the person about so many things? Because of everywhere no clarity. No clarity, there is a fear. Fear about my life, others' life, fear about the gone people, where he will gone, how he gone, where he will go, or when I will go, how I will go. So why this? Everything is because of improper understanding and wrong notion. So if you ask such a doubt, listen. Next shloka. Anadit anaditvat nirgunatvat Paramatmayamavyayah Paramatmayamavyayah Sharirastopi kaunteya Nakaroti na lipyate. Very important this coming 1 or 2, 3 slokas, which we have already heard in Upanishads and discussed. Now you ask the question like that, these doshas of the body or the mind, the person did. The person has got so many merits and demerits. Those things will come and attach to the touch the Atma. Because the Atma is, you said in the previous shloka, Atmastam, Ekastam, Atmanam, these all are in Atma, this body. So naturally, the Atma is attached to the body. Then when something is get attached, something or other, someday or other, something comes from this to this or this to that. Transfer out. Because sambandha. But nothing happens to Atma. Your doubt is wrong. Why? How? You have to prove it now. For that, Bhagavan says, general meaning I will complete it and we'll think of it. Very deep thoughts in this shloka to complete understanding. One is, na lipyate. You take that statement first, that last word. No, na lipyate. Atma doesn't get any effect, never get tainted, never get attached, not get affected by lipyate. Because, number one, anaditvat. Anadi, beginningless. Adihi, karanam. Tad yasya na asti. Tad anadi. The beginning, adi. And karanam for that. Some other cause is there for this Atma. Here, generally we see everything is, this is the cause and that is the effect. This is the cause, that is the effect. Because there is no any cause for this Atma, Adihi, Karanam, na asti, tataha anadi. That means what? When there is no Adi, Anadi it is, then naturally there is no nir-avayavaha. There is no any parts in it. There is no any parts in it. Anaditvat niravayavaha. Therefore, there is no any nasha, kshaya also in the Atma. Then, what is next? Nirgunatvat. Second point is Nirgunatvat, which doesn't have any kind of guna. To say whether it is sattva or rajas or tamo, this kind of guna is not there. It is always same. It is always same. If gunas are there, that is bound to diminish or disappear or first get modification, then slowly disintegrate and disappear. If gunas are there, if avayavas are there. So no avayavas because it's anadi, and no any gunam. So nirgunatvat. Also, this Atma is never get any effect of the Kshetram, of the Anatma. And this Anadi and Nirguna Atma, I am Avyayaha. Avyayaha means never perish, never decrease or increase. There is no such words there. In fact, no any opposite words, dvandvas cannot exist in the Atma. That's why ekameva, where there is no to say anything, the second word. That's why no dvaitam. Avyayaha. Avyayaha word many times we saw before also. There is no any decrease or decay. Kshaya is not there. Akshayam, aksharam. Therefore, in this way the Atma is avyayaha, nirgunaha, anadi. Therefore, even though he is sharirastaha api, that word is there in the shloka itself. Second line, sharirastaha api, even though he is very closely associated with or residing in the body, sharirastaha. Here as it is telling, even though he is residing or abided in the body, asthanma antastham, inside, api, they are very closely inseparable. Inseparable. Sharirastha api na karoti. Hey Kaunteya, a sharp intellected person, Kaunteya. Kunta, sharpness, Kunti putra. Na lipyate, therefore, na karoti, and na lipyate. Now, if there is a kartrutva bhava, then only the phalam of the karma, the effects of the karma phala will attach, touch. But they are only karma phala claimed by ahankara. That's why ahankara has to suffer. As long as ahankara is there, now in the fourth shloka of the Saddarshanam, Bhagavan Ramana giving this thought only. Yavat aham dhihi syat, as long as this ahamkara, individuality is there, tavat idam trayam. What is idam trayam? He says, Jiva Jagat Ishvara. As long as this ahankara is there, those three will be there. You cannot remove them. All those three will, of course, Jiva, yourself is ahankara. Then Jiva, Jagat Ishvara will haunt you. Will put you, even Lord directly says in Purana, like some, as long as you are not leaving the ego, ahankara, I will put you again and again in this factory of the world, janana marana, in this cycle. You keep go. You claim and drop your ahankara, then I won't trouble you. That is what Saddarshana says. Tavad eta idam trayam. These three will exist. So here, when there is no kartrutva bhava for the Atma, na karta saha karma phalena na lipyate. So understand the status of the Atma, what Atma. then this attachment and phalam action, nothing they were not belong to or touch the Atma. But you are as ahankara, you think of them and give importance to them, they will attach you. They will get attached to you. Then you will be pulled again and again. Again suffering, samsara, sorrow, everything will continue. Therefore, your doubt has cleared. Sharirasthapi kaunteya na karoti na lipyate sa atma. Still, you want any other example? How? Being in one place, same, but not getting attached with any of the things, no any effect. If still ask like that, na karoti na lipyate, I will give you an example and tell to you. The next sloka 32, yatha sarvagatam saukshmyad आकाशं नोपलिप्यते सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे तथात्मानोपलिप्यते. I told you, no, Bhagavan is going to give the example, the space, that is only he is telling here. This is like this, yada, as like this space, sarvagatam, it is all pervading and it is so subtle. Sukshmatvat, akasham. Therefore, nothing is troubling or affecting the akasha. See, akasha, prakasha, these are all very, very important for this sadhaka, for nididhyasanam. He has to keep on contemplate and understand, because the most closest examples to make you to understand the Brahma, Atma, only available are this Akasha and Prakasha. Many times we told, but again we have to think of it. Now, so this is the Yadha Sarvagatam Saukshma Akasham Nalipyate. You know why? It is Sarvagatam and Sukshmatvat. It has got such a power, but everything is staying in Akasha. Avakasham dadati iti akashaha. Same way, my dear. Ekastam stitam atma. Ekastam atma. One atma, in that everything is appearing. And you are that atma. But whatever is appearing in you and disappearing, why you are giving importance to them unnecessarily? Because of this ahankara and ajnana and misunderstanding. That's it. See how big trouble the ahankara, ajnana creates. What trouble? The whole samsara is because of that. If you see each person's life in the world, one above one, so many problems, so much trouble. Some are troubling so much. Killing. What more trouble than that? So, they are always like that. Now, in this space, whatever happens, some motorbike pulsar came and hit somebody. What happened to that space there where that accident took place? The space. space doesn't get any effect. Either it is a sakshi or witness or nothing. I am there. I am there. Sarvatra avastitaha, in every body, in everybody, dehe, in these bodies, in the same way tadha atma also na lipyate. Na lipyate. When we say the space example, this example, that example, plane went and crashed the building. 230 people become ashes. Now what happened to the space? Okay, that example is outside. In my dream, the waker I only become dreamer. One waker or one mind, subconscious mind, creating the accident, it creating the aeroplane, it created the building, it created the ashes, it created everything. Now tell me, after the dream is over, when you wake up, or because in dream you cannot recognize, what happened to this one waker who projected the dream? One mind only na there. Like that here, sarvatra avastitaha api, in all the bodies, everywhere, dehe, in the same way, atma also never get any taint, lipna lipyate. Okay? Keeping these two shlokas in the mind, what is this 31 and 32 together? We have to do some more analysis, which I will do it next week. When I introduce the example of the space to you, to make you to understand, I must be very careful and to introduce and make you to understand how this example drishtanta can be applied to the darshtanta. I must go step by step. Those steps are what? How to do it, we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.